The question that we've been asked is in uLaw we have code forms where we have taken a lot of automation of code forms across the province, Ontario, British Columbia, Newfoundland and more. We also have something called letters where we have templatized so many letters like cover sheets, this. Now these are possible basically because you guys have given us several templates and we have templatized it for you. We are now reaching a stage where we want to make this templatization automated so that you could automate it yourself. Here's this video demonstrating how. To do that, first what I would like you to do is go into letters and type on tags. And we have something called a uLaw generic form tag. I'd like you to download that document, and that document actually explains how you can actually templatize stuff in uLaw. So this basically walks you, it's a simple guide that walks you through how you can actually do it. The first software that you need is Acrobat Pro DC, because I'll show you why you need that and how you can templatize it. And then you basically need to prepare a form. Once you prepare a form, then you start inserting uLaw tags wherever you want to insert a tag. What's a tag? A tag consists of three things. First is the keyword called uLaw dot. Then an additional party tag saying what do you want. For example, it's a client or a healthcare provider or something like that. And then an attribute saying what that tag is about. I'm going to show you this very document has a lot of tags. So if I go into the search channel and type for forms, I'll get prepare form. And once I do that, you can go into the fourth page and it will show you a lot of tags that we already have. Like for example, in this one, it automatically filled in ulaw.lawyer.company, ulaw.lawyer.full address details on a single line. This is ulaw.lawyer.full details. That's client information. This is matter information, ulaw.matter.title. So you could put tags. So as I said before, tags a combination of three things. uLaw dot, you could choose any one of this, like client, child, paralegal, legal representative, opposing party, joint party, and we would understand additional parties and we would do that. And then you could put any of these, like first name, last name, profession, postal code. Even the postal code split into two parts, the first three letters and the last three letters, which are called FSA and LDU, right? And then email, fax, home address, birth date parse, full address. For matter, we have title, court file number, notes, description, area of practice. And for general stuff, like we have like dates, where you can have dates in different format, which is basically today's date. And if you see here, that's exactly what we have filled. Like for example, in this case, we have filled, the tag is ulaw.general.full-dates this. And then if you close this, you actually see that we have filled in the full date. That's city, that's province. So again, to prepare a tag, all you do is you go to form, and now when you're on this page, you can actually insert a tag. So let me just insert a tag here. Let's say at the bottom, I want the lawyer's company. I can go here and insert a tag. So add a text field and you add it. Now, when you insert a tag, it automatically gives you a default value. It's called text1 and you want to replace that. You click here and replace the name as uLaw dot. I'm going to say here lawyer dot. Let's go with email. So, and how did I get this? Basically, I went here and I got it from here. So it's basically uLaw.lawyer.email. So once I do that, now my tag is ready. I saved it. Now let me reprocess it. Go back here and say document generation, generic form, and I upload this new file I just created, with the tag. I hit download button. Now my email should be automatically filled in. As you see here, the email sales@uLawPractice.com got filled. Now let's take a generic one. I'm going to go to Manitoba Forms. And I'm going to download a random quote form. Let me, for example, take an affidavit. You would download that obviously in a PDF format. We download it. I don't even know what this form is about. Let me just download it. And I'm going to put a couple of tags, like for example, this says I, and then full name of the deponent, affidavit, and in the province of, right? So let's say I do form, prepare form, and now, so here I can click here and say uLaw.lawyer.firstname, right? So I re-verify my tag. My tag is uLaw.lawyer.firstname. That's exactly what I put here. And that's signatures, let's say in the province, adds very carefully. Now let me reprocess this. Document generation, go to generic form, and again I'm going to, now I've put the province property. Let's see what uLaw does, and here you go. So now the first name is there and the province of Ontario is here as well. So I took a random form out of a PDF form from open internet and I converted. And this is how you can do your own retainer letter. We have a sample here of our own retainer letter, as you see here on page 4 of your downloaded form, where we show you a sample retainer letter. You could take this, you can just say a organized PDF, right? And organize pages, and you can just get rid of all these extra pages we have and just work on this retainer template, which we have now, just one page, and you can work on tags. So you can just say forms, prepare forms, and you could introduce your own tags.
So to summarize, all you need to do is click on your form or PDF, whatever you want. Click here to say prepare form, and you could introduce your own tag by clicking on this box, putting it wherever you want, editing it, and constructing it into as uLaw dot the additional property, in this case let's say child dot first name. So that would be a proper tag. Close it. Make sure that you always verify the spelling mistakes, uLaw.child.firstname. So you should always go back to your any open form and make sure that it matches with your tag, right? uLaw.child.firstname, and make sure in your additional parties you have the child, like in this case it's Hudson Brown, right? And now when you process the generic form, and let me just save that tag process it. You just saved it, the child, and then when you actually process it, and you can now store this in your templates, like in your directories and folders, what uLaw would do is it will automatically start filling details. So in this case, Roger Moore, Jonathan Farm, Emma Brown, and at the bottom it introduced the child Jane. So it just took one of the child, took the last child, Jane Brown, and it just filled it up. So as you see here, we've simplified tags, and you can get more documentation by just clicking on letters and downloading. Just type here tag and download the uLaw tag, and that document actually walks you through in step by step how you can take your own document and templatize it in uLaw, right? We work with PDFs, and and you could templatize it. So two very important pages are page 2 and page 3.